Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to talk about the chosen ones. What are the chosen ones and what are the signs that you are one of them? So from my perspective, chosen ones are the souls, are the beings that are here to make a shift in the collective consciousness. They are here to make a difference in the world. They are here to make a change. That's why they think differently. And if you are one, you might feel from a really early age that something is not right here because the world we live in is like it's upside down. Everything is in reverse here. Living in fear is normal, but being guided by love, living free, is seen as something crazy. So, one thing is clear that as chosen ones, we are here to make a huge change in this world. Not by changing something outside, but by simply embodying our frequency, our true authentic self. And that's enough. That itself will bring a change. And before going further, first I would like to say that any label, whether it is the chosen one, Indigo Children, or any label, it's just a label to understand our being. It's not something that we have to get too much identified with. It should not become your ego trip. The ego can use this label to see you as superior than others, that others are inferior. I am superior because I am the chosen one. That's not the point. The point is simply to understand yourself on a deeper level, to validate your experience. That yes, you see the world differently, and that's why you're here to make a difference. It's not about going out there and telling others that I am superior, you are inferior. So don't let the ego hijack your experience with any label whatsoever. So the first sign I feel of the chosen one is that they are different. They see the world very differently. And a lot of times they also look different from the masses. They stand out. It can be their physical appearance. It can be their energy. Something about them. It's very different, unique. And you can see the difference from a really early age. It's like you don't belong with the herd mentality. You always stand out. You always think differently. You always take a different path. That's why the path of the chosen ones are very different. They don't walk on the same path as everyone else. They always take a different route. They create their own path, and it takes courage to do that. That's why they are the black sheep of the family. They have to follow their heart, and rarely people support you in doing that. Because when you follow your heart, it has no logic, it has no safety. It's like you're going into the unknown. You're exploring the new. You're doing something different than the masses, than what's been already done. So it comes with its challenges. You have to first go through failures. They are your greatest lessons. You learn from them, and then you turn them into wisdom. You turn your failures, your pain, your wounds into wisdom, and you anchor higher consciousness. So that is the part of your journey, that you are on a different path than everyone else. That's why it's very crucial, very important that you don't compare yourself at all with the journey of other people, because you have a very special and specific purpose to carry out. That's why you have different interests. Your interests are not that are very similar to other people. You are interested in different things. You're not interested in what everyone else is interested in. There comes a certain time where you outgrow drama, entertainment, and you are more interested in diving deep. So if you align with this message, you have to own your differentness, because your differentness makes a difference in this world. That's why you're here. So own that, embrace that. That's how you will unravel the gift that you have, the gift that you are supposed to share and make a change, make a shift. And starts with you. First, you have to own who you are and simply share, because you are overflowing with that energy, not for the outcome, not for the ego. That if I do this, I will become superior. Then you are on the ego trip. Do it for your soul. Do it for your fulfillment. First, overflow. It will automatically, naturally reach people. It will carry that vibration. The next sign I feel is that they are free spirits. Freedom is one of their core values. And this system, the world we live in, it controls you through keeping you obedient, in fear. It does not want to give you freedom. It wants you to obey. It wants you to obey the authority. Every level of life you will see this pattern, that somehow you are not allowed to live freely. You're always tied down by something. So that is why a huge task here is to break free from this system. And this system starts from the conditioning that is within us, the fear, the shame, the guilt that stops us from living freely. So you have to make freedom your core value in life. Otherwise, you can be easily seduced by the lucrative energies of the matrix, of the system. And one of them is the fear around money. It's really easy to become a slave in the system if you have fear around money. You are not really free if you have that fear, because you will not be able to carry out the mission, the purpose, if you are always seduced by the energy of money, and not in a good way. Money is neutral, but how it is being used in the system is to corrupt you, is to make you feel that you are nothing without it. You are not the source of it, it's outside of you. So that's why you have to unlearn all this fear. And that starts with acceptance, with understanding energy of abundance, and most importantly, realizing the core value that you are free. You are born free. You are not supposed to live in a cage. So if you make that a core value, you will redesign your entire reality according to that. You can't really serve others if you are not living a life of freedom. If you are in a cage, how can you help others fly? Fly free. A bird that is inside a cage, it doesn't know how to fly. It has spent its entire life in the cage. And not just that, if there is a group of birds and they all are in the cage, they will judge the bird that is flying because they think it is something wrong. That's how we have been conditioned. Flying is wrong. Living your life with freedom as a free spirit is considered something wrong, like you're doing something wrong. So it doesn't matter what others think, but you have to decide yourself that you deserve this life, to live a life of freedom. Freedom is your birthright, and you are a free spirit. Make it your core value and align everything in your life in according to that. That my top priority is freedom. And the final and most important sign of the chosen one, I feel, is empathy. We live in a world that is cruel, that is in survival, that just wants profit. For majority of the corporations, authorities, you are just a number. In this world, there is no empathy. There is just survival consciousness. If you have empathy in this world, if you are an empath, if you see the world with the eyes of love, if you can step in other people's shoes and see their reality, you can hold a space for them, then only you can serve others. Then only you can see that what they are going through. So empathy is very crucial. And the thing about empathy is that it completely brings your energy to your heart center. And heart is the bridge between survival and your divinity. The lower three chakras are all about survival, and the higher three chakras is all about your divinity, that you are a divine being. And heart is the bridge. So the one who is connected to the heart, to the love in them, they naturally have a quality of empathy. They feel oneness with all other beings. They can see their suffering. They can step in their shoes, and with that, they can help them. They can see that what's wrong. And they can use their own gifts, their own differentness to make a difference in their life. So empathy and purpose go hand in hand. You can't live a life of purpose if you don't have empathy in your heart. A person who is driven by money, profit, they can only think about a purpose, but they are not driven by love. They're driven by their selfish motives, by their ego. And that's the case with majority of the rich people in our world. What they think is their purpose is actually just profit for them. So there is nothing wrong if you are sensitive, if you have empathy, if you focus on love and not fear. That's who you are. Honor that and share that. Don't think of it as a weakness. It is your power that you still feel in this empty world where everyone is acting like they don't even have a heart. Embrace your empathy. That is your superpower. It will connect you to your purpose, to your mission, and it will help you see the love that is all around you. So I hope you enjoyed the video. You can like, comment and share. And thank you for taking the time to subscribe. Much love to you all.